Gunline, Gunline, Gunline. Fire mission coming down. You're listening to the Midweek Memo from on the Gunline podcast, where we shoot the shit like we did in the field. Today I have old returning guest, old Gunny Satterwhite, aka Smoke Satterwhite, here on the Gunline. And we're just gonna go ahead and just fucking talk some bullshit about what's going on in the world today and catch up on some shit, man. So I'd like to thank you all for being here. Go on and pop a squat because it's about to get hot. You're on the Gunline now. So what's going on, man? How you been?
What's up, D-Lo? Thanks for having me back, man.
Oh, I'm glad to have you on here, man. I saw you were getting some hate on motherfucking Facebook a couple of days ago, bro.
I don't know if I was or not, but, you know, people like to call me out. So they didn't really call me out. They might have called me out. There's I ain't going to name names because when we talked about it, we don't have any love lost. But, yeah, stupid memes, man. I'll comment on some stupid memes every once in a while.
Well, that's the thing. You know, it's funny because I did see that it was like a vague book that they did. Like they said something without saying names. And I just like how you stepped up there like, hey, you got something to say? Call me out. You know, don't be.
I was the only one that. So the meme was something about obviously the BLM stuff. And right. The meme was posted by a black guy. But the meme had a picture of a black fish raised above all the other ones. When we say BLM, you think this is what we mean when we actually mean. And then it had the second picture, had all the fists at the same height.
Right.
And my response to it was, so what you're saying is they all are the same and all lives matter. And then somebody commented and said, oh, you're going to draw the racists out, or you're going to make the racists out themselves right after I posted that. Clearly, right. It was directed towards me. So if you want to call me a racist, man, call me a racist.
Right. Dude, I can't stand that shit, man. You know, nowadays, and like you said, you spoke with that person probably offline. I already took care of that shit. Hey, what do you seem to be partaking in there? Is that
this is just a cigarette, man. Just a cigarette. I'll smoke my weed in the garage. Just a cigarette.
Right, all right. I thought you were partaking on some of the real herbal essence. That's what's up, though, man. I mean,
having to learn and fight all that Zoom stuff that we just did. I had to have a smoke afterwards.
Dude, for real. I don't know why the fuck it's so difficult, man. Dude, like I was telling you earlier, yesterday I was helping my daughter out with her fucking homework, and it's all virtual now. So I'm trying to figure out how to open up these fucking systems for her on Google Classroom. And she's like, no, Dad, it's not like that. It's like this and like this. Dude, she's showing me how to fucking do a PowerPoint slide. I thought I knew how to do them. She's fucking like, and she's 8, bro. 8 fucking. That's embarrassing, bro. But then again.
So how is life with the pandemic with y'all? Are you still working from home?
Yeah, boss. I'm over here working inside the motherfucking my home office. 3 kids doing virtual school, which I might as well just say it's 1.5 doing virtual school because one is actually doing it. The other one half does it. The other one doesn't give a shit. He just goes into the bedroom and doesn't give a fuck. And yeah, right. I'm honestly okay with it because I'm more of a homebody now than I used to be. You know what I mean? So I don't really give a fuck. I don't go out anywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm comfortable at home. So. Yep. But the kids are the ones that
my kids are back in school. My wife's back in work. Life is great now.
Well, at least you get to have.
It was rough there for a while with all of us together.
Bro, seriously, it's been quite some time since you've been around. I mean, a lot of shit has happened since the last time you were on here. I mean, shit. Last time you were here, we had a discussion about a guy exaggerating his fucking his service, right?
Yeah.
How did that work out? Did he ever get called out, or what happened with that?
I called him out, but he won't admit to. I don't know. Some other shit went down with that, but I'm gonna leave that alone because maybe they listen.
I got you, boss. I got you. Oh shit, that's crazy.
He might. I don't know.
You know what? 2 tears in a bucket. Fuck it. People get mad because you call them
pretty
out.
much.
Fuck them. So, dude,
a lot of those guys don't talk to me much anymore. I wonder why.
Damn. Like, wait, like guys that we knew?
Oh, yeah.
No shit. We'll talk offline about that shit then. Damn. Yeah. That's crazy, brother.
But, the racist thing, I know a lot of people in 1-9 thought I was racist. That's fine. Anybody who really knew me knew it was never like that. When I got to 1-9, I was the only white gun chief in the entire battalion. Whole battalion.
Well, you know what I've learned? It's because if you have a different of opinion of somebody, and it has to do if there's any race involved, you're automatically a racist. Like me, I've been considered a sellout because some of the shit I say, it just trips me out. Like, okay, I can't have a different opinion because it doesn't follow your narrative. So all of a sudden, I'm a fucking sellout.
Right.
That makes sense.
Well, I mean, and it was way different for me because I got to Fort Stewart from Fort Riley, Kansas.
Okay.
And when I was in Fort Riley, Kansas, it was the polar opposite.
Oh, word?
In the entire battalion, there was one black gun chief when I got there.
Oh, shit.
And in my battery, I think there were only 2 black people in the entire battery. No, there were a few more than that. There were more. There were more.
Right.
But it was bad, man. Fort Riley was really white. And then you go to Fort Stewart, and it was the complete opposite.
Mm-hmm. So what do you think of that perception?
The black guy, you might know him, Brick House.
I do remember Smoke Brick House when I was getting ready to leave.
Brick was a gun chief back in when I was a 17-year-old little kid. Brick was a gun chief out in Fort Riley. Hating fucking life.
So why do you think people had that perception of you? Was it
I don't know, man. I've got some tattoos. I don't have a fucking swastika or nothing like that, but I've got a few tattoos that are questionable, I guess.
Right.
Misspent youth. I'm from the South.
Right. I mean, and I probably because you had the bald head, you didn't have the high and tight. People probably saw that and figured like, oh, this guy's got to be one of those. Even though that's
I guess it was Fort Stewart. I had a Confederate flag on my truck, on my pickup truck for the entire time I was in the Army, I think. Shit, when I was stationed in Georgia, we had Georgia would issue you Georgia state license plates with the Confederate flag on it. You had to be a son of a Confederate veteran, which I was at the time, and so I had that. But everybody thought I was. I never treated anybody bad. I don't think I was racist. My thing now is like you called me a hippie earlier. Just treat people right.
yeah.
You don't have to be a fucking prick about anything. Just treat everybody. Nothing fucking matters. You could be a fucking Democrat. You could be a liberal. You could be a Republican. You could be gay. You could be black. You could be Asian. Just treat fucking people right. That's all you have to fucking do.
It's amazing that people can't fucking do that, man. People cannot seem to treat each other with fucking respect. And that goes beyond all fucking races. Just like you said, man, just treat the golden fucking rule, do unto others. That's
treat people right.
Unfortunately, nowadays, I think social media has a lot to do with it, is people got balls because they're behind a goddamn keyboard. And they'll talk all this fucking bullshit, but when you're face to face, motherfuckers ain't gonna say shit, man.
But there's also so much hatred. If you don't agree with them, or if you don't believe the same thing that they believe, you're the devil and you're fucking wrong and you're selfish and you're everything else. And well, fuck, man, I'm sorry, I don't agree the same as you, but that's just my opinion, and that's as far as it goes. It's my opinion. Like my opinions on abortion is I'm not going to have one.
Right.
Because I don't agree with it. So that's as far as it goes.
Exactly. I agree with
other people they can do what they want to do. Hopefully I can raise my children in a manner that they hopefully have the same morals I do. If they don't, whatever.
Right.
It's them. It's not me.
You touched on something right now. We could go ahead and if we could dig into that a little bit. For example, the Confederate flag has been a big thing in the news, right? A couple months ago, taking down statues and shit like that. Now, I personally ain't got a dog in the hunt, so it doesn't bother me. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of folks that see it with hatred. You know what I mean? And I try to be objective and look at both sides. You know what I mean? I try to remain objective. So I've heard the arguments of why they have a negative connotation towards it, and why it brings like, you know, that sense of fucking, okay, this person is full of hate. Now you, on the other hand,
Right.
since you're a supporter of it, I believe you're still a supporter of having your own flag, right? You know, or
Yeah. Yep. Oh, I still have them up.
the flag. Can you elaborate to some of those folks out there why?
It's all, I guess, kind of how you were raised and how you were brought up. I was raised, my entire life. My daddy was a Southern Baptist preacher, and the churches that he was the preacher at, they were Confederate gravestones in the cemetery, and they all had brand new Confederate flags on them all the time. Little cemetery flags, and we were taught that everybody back then, you weren't necessarily, the country was so new back then that you weren't fighting for the country, you were fighting for your state. Your state was where your loyalties were,
Okay.
not necessarily to the country. People fought for their states. That was their home, the states.
Right.
So whatever the states decided to do, that's what they did. I mean, we could talk for hours and hours on the Civil War, but that's not going to change anybody's opinions on it. You were taught back then that these are your relatives and that's what they fought for. And I could talk till I'm blue in the mouth and say that it wasn't about slavery, but sure, some of it was, but I think the majority of it was, the states, and the states wanted to do what the states do. I mean, you could almost see it happening now. California wants to do some crazy ass shit. They might want to succeed. Colorado, all these other places, they might want to have their crazy state rules, and they don't agree with them.
Right.
But we were just taught, from a very young age, never anything about hatred, just that, you honor veterans. And for us in the South growing up, when I grew up, it was Confederate veterans too. I mean, I used to be a member of an organization called the Sons of Confederate Veterans.
Okay.
They're the ones now who do the dumb shit about fighting to fly Confederate flags all over the place. Well, if people don't want it, you don't have to fight for it. Why put shit in people's face that they don't fucking want? If they don't want it, so what? Don't do it. No one's stopping you from doing what you want to do. But you don't have to be a jerk about it neither.
That is a point of view that I honestly would have never thought I'd hear from you. But yeah, I agree with you 100%. I believe in every person's right to fucking fly whatever the fuck they want to fly. You know what I mean? Don't force it upon my throat in the government. But just like you said, my stance on abortion, I don't agree with it. However, if that's what you want to do, I have my opinion on it. But hey, at the end of the day, it's you. I can't impose my lifestyle onto you.
Right. And then if somebody wants to do the argument about, well, it takes two people, so both should have an opinion on it. Well, Jesus Christ, man, let's be adults and mature about this shit. You should have actually thought about that before you went and started fucking.
Exactly.
The problem is people want, they don't want to be held accountable for their actions.
Yep. That's a really big thing nowadays, is accountability for people's fucking, for your actions, for your talks, for anything. People don't seem to do that anymore. It's easier to point the finger at somebody else and say, because of this person, I did what I did, instead of saying, I did what I did without thinking the fucking consequences through.
Absolutely.
So that's a trip, dude. That's really a fucking good way to think about that, man. Dude, have you got kids?
I got two.
All right, you got little kids, like girls?
10 and 13.
Okay, still young enough.
Yeah.
Have you seen that shit that's going on with Netflix, bro?
Man, it's just terrible. I don't even want to talk about it to make it a real thing that's like actual there. I spoke to my wife about it a little bit, and maybe I don't even know how to pronounce the word correctly. Misogynistic. I don't know. Maybe I am. But I was telling my wife that it's never appropriate for any woman of any age to twerk unless she's in a strip club.
That sounds about right. Unless she's in my bedroom or at a titty bar, there's no reason for me to see that shit. And let alone what was being portrayed there. I haven't seen the movie. I won't see it because I'm uncomfortable just hearing about it.
It's weird, man. But then that's almost the same way when they used to have the kids beauty pageants, and they would fucking doll them all up like fucking super stupid too. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? She's 5 years old or 8 years old or whatever. Are you fucking kidding me?
Right. And I personally, however people want to raise their kids, that's cool. I ain't gonna talk shit about it. Do what you do. My daughters have never touched any makeup. I got a 10-year-old and an 8-year-old. They haven't done.
I've got a 13-year-old who's a cheerleader. It's scary, but you know what? She's also got to be a teenager, and she's got to grow up, and I've got to learn that she's got to grow up. But it's scary as shit.
Yeah,
like times,
teenage
when I
things are different.
I got the picture her mom sent me of her cheerleading uniform in 8th grade, and I'm just like, oh God, Lord help me.
Well, dude, what I started thinking about was like, I remember when we were younger. I don't know if because I'm about 10 years older than you, I think. So, but I remember fucking when I was growing up, there was a movie called Kids, but that was a whole different fucking movie than this shit. Because Kids was about a bunch of fucking teenage kids running around doing drugs and shenanigans. But this is like borderline pedophilia shit.
It's not. I don't know if it's borderline. I mean, it's just fucking weird. And then the sad thing is people are like trying to justify it.
Mm-hmm.
There's memes. Memes are fucking great. I seen a meme of a guy fucking arguing it, like justifying it, and the other argument was, "Oh man, that's weird. Cool, keep digging." Yeah. Like fucking, you can justify it all you want to do, man. Keep digging though.
For real. Yeah. I mean, honestly, and I mean, dude, what's tripping me the fuck out is there's been so much talk about this for the last couple of fucking months. It's almost like they're trying to get us to normalize hearing about this.
Well, I seen the memes. Once again, that's where I get most of my news from is memes. California, like, didn't they legalize some sort of pedophilia or some weird shit? And God is like, oh yeah, cool, okay, now we're gonna burn your fucking state down.
So that's why they're burning in hell right now.
I don't know.
I know.
I don't know. There are good people in California. They're good. They're good liberals. They're good fucking Democrats. People are good. It takes all kinds.
It does, man. It does. And it's like, but it just trips me the fuck out. I mean, I don't know too much about it, but like you said, I get my news from the Facebook, and then I form my opinions because I can't watch regular TV news anymore, bro. That shit is just horrible.
Oh, yeah. So while you're talking about that, like, you can't watch it. Fucking forget about watching it. So you try to keep up with current events. Being military, you always think about the board, right? Going to the board, so you have to be up on current affairs, right? Why do you have to be up on current affairs? That way you're not a fucking idiot. And then you kind of take that with you in life. Like, even now, you need to be up in current affairs.
Yep.
Don't need to be, but you think you do because the military fucking taught us this.
They did.
Anyways, so I get on the smartphone and read. I go to Fox News, and I'm like, this is fucking madness. God. So then I go to fucking CNN and I read, and it's like, this is fucking madness. And like, you have to fucking kind of take fucking some from both and then fucking filter through the bullshit on both sides, and you just shake your head like, where the fuck can I read actual news at?
Exactly. Because news doesn't exist anymore. It's all opinions, bro. Every fucking opinions. And because they'll have their facts that they spin out of each other's fucking side, And like you said, I mean, I'll watch some Fox News for a while just for entertainment purposes because I like Tucker. He makes me laugh. And then I'll go on over to MSNBC. And it's just funny how this shit has been so split for so many years. Go ahead.
I seen a clip. I seen an old clip from like 10, 15 years ago. Yeah. You're just talking about Tucker on the Fox News thing. He's fucking awful. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. He used to be on MSNBC.
Yeah, he used to wear that funky ass bow tie, right?
But I mean, that fucking that teabagging conservative fuck used to be on MSNBC. How did that fucking go?
Dude, well, now you got one black chick. The one black chick that used to be on MSNBC or CNN, she's on Fox now, bro. They're all over the place. They're just like recycling like fucking porn.
What the fuck, man?
So
the news, so you see on Facebook and people are posting shit. And so a couple weeks ago, I don't remember when it was. Well, I seen somebody posted congratulations for President Trump being nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize. And I'm like, huh? Like, he got nominated? What the fuck? So let me go and fucking look on the fucking on the news and see CNN, and I'm fucking scrolling all over fucking CNN and nothing.
Nothing
Are you
on.
sure? Are you sure this dude got nominated for it? I go to Fox News and then it's there. And it's like, well, this doesn't make sense, man.
Yep.
This just doesn't make any fucking sense, because to me that is newsworthy. It was 100% newsworthy when President Obama was nominated for it and won it. It's fucking newsworthy. You don't have to fucking like the guy.
Exactly. And that's another thing. The whole issue is everybody has their own fucking opinions. They don't want to give any positive. Look, if he does positive, good shit. If he does negative, it's on him. Same thing when Obama was president. When he did good, good shit. When he did bad, bad shit. Report it, but don't fucking shit all over it,
Yeah.
And that's what
But now all you're reading about is fucking Trump rally in Nevada didn't have masks and too many people and social distancing, and I'm proud to fucking know people who were at that fucking rally. I'm not a Trump supporter. I fucking probably sound like one. But yeah, man, guy served with early in the days. Kudish. He probably ain't gonna listen to this, but if he is, Shane Kudish, man, you're a badass.
Dude, it's a trip because this election cycle that's coming up, it's like I put it up on Facebook. What's going to happen next? Are aliens going to come and tell us it was all Truman show? What's going to happen is there's going to be 4 more fucking years of bullshit. Everybody's going to be complaining for the next 4 years, no matter who wins.
No matter who wins.
No matter. I mean, and because everybody is so fucking divided, bro, that they just view as partisan fucking lines rather than fucking try to unite. They just dude.
Where's the common ground? What can we? So we don't like what's going on, but what can we do that we both agree with? There has to be something that we can be like, okay, it's not ideal, but hey, we can get along over something. The police brutality and the BLM stuff. I mean, it's just absurd. In my opinion, Black Lives Matter. Absolutely. What to even have to say any different is just madness.
Right.
Police brutality, is it a thing? I'm sure it is. I've never known what it's like to be a black man living in America, so I can't fucking talk on it. I have no fucking idea. I know on the videos that I've seen after the fact of the situations or the incidences, like the guy in Wisconsin. If you have somebody with a gun pointing at you, telling you to do something, and you don't do it, I don't know how much sympathy I can have for you at the time. I don't care if you're right, wrong, or indifferent. Somebody's got a gun pointing it at you, telling you to do something.
Yeah.
You should probably do it and not do the opposite of it. Is it right or wrong? I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, like, could it have easily have been prevented?
Right. And
Just what you told you to do. And I think it was 2 people with a gun.
Dude, what trips me the fuck out, and I harp on this. I've said it a couple of times. It's that whole dude that got his knee on his neck. That was the fucking time right there to unite. Everybody was united in one cause. Like, okay, that was fucking wrong.
It was fucked up.
Together, and how can we fix this? But what happened instead? It got fucking blown to now. It's not even talked about anymore. Now you hear Portland burning rather than where it was at before. That was the perfect opportunity to come together.
That was so. Did we talk about that the last time I was on?
Nah, bro, it hadn't happened.
No, it didn't even happen yet. That was so fucked up, because you just see it in that fucking officer's fucking face. And look, none of us are fucking perfect. Being military guys, anybody who's deployed, anybody who's dealt with people, we're not saints. Nobody's acting like it. You can get your pound of flesh. You can have your fucking few little seconds, but at some point, your battle buddies also need to be like, all right, man, pull it back, reel it in a little bit. His battle buddies should have fucking been there. And this is not me justifying what that dickhead did, but his battle buddies should have fucking been there, because in the heat of the moment, have you seen the long video?
I saw, you mean the one where it shows from when the cops first showed up?
Yes.
Where he was like all fucking paranoid on drugs and shit? Yeah.
The long video. So, I mean, they put him in the vehicle and he went fucking nuts.
Right.
And once again, you don't have to act like nothing was right. Nothing was right in that situation. Nothing was right. But the long video, I mean, he acted like a fucking a petulant child throwing a temper tantrum for a good long time. And I could see how it might have pissed that cop off. Not justifying nothing. You know,
Right.
get your pound of flesh and then get fucking your battle buddies pull you off them.
Well,
You need to go pull off.
you know, granted I wasn't there to see what happened, but I don't think there should have been more command and control on there as far as like decisions that needed to be made. Like when you saw he was acting erratic like that, immediately start calling fucking an ambulance because this motherfucker obviously is not right in there.
Yeah, and then they were saying something about they had to have him on the ground because they were waiting on the right vehicle that they could put him in with feet restraints on or something like that. I don't know. I'm not a cop, but
Right.
Jesus Christ, let him kick the fucking windows out in the car, and then you just charge him for it later.
Exactly, dude.
He wants to act like a fucking idiot. Let him act like an idiot. He wants to kick out the windows and cut his fucking legs up. Let him fucking do it. But to sit there with your fucking knee on his neck, that's fucking madness.
Dude, it's fucking crazy. So how about this whole COVID thing, man? I mean, what do you think of that shit? Is it coming? Is it going? Is there going to be a second wave?
I think the COVID is fucking madness, man. I've lost so many fucking friends over this COVID. Not like fucking dead, just because of our beliefs are so different. And I don't know. I don't know. I know it's real. I'm not a fucking COVID denier or none of this other shit, but I don't know, man. I think it's a lot of it's fucking political.
I think that how can I put this? I think it's real. I think it's Mother Nature really weeding out the fucking weak because there's 7 billion people in the world.
Mhm.
That's why it's striking the elderly and it's striking those with underlying conditions.
Yep.
I'm not saying that people don't get sick and don't die. They do, obviously. It's happened. I think there's a better chance of somebody fucking catching it and living versus catching it and dying because they're quick to fucking show you how many deaths, but they're not telling you how many have survived. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
I agree with that with the whole political thing because goddamn, again, I'm not saying this whole shit that came out with Trump about fucking oh man, okay. This motherfucker knew that it was deadly, bro. You know. So what is your view on that?
What do they want him to fucking say? Like, yeah, it's gonna kill people, but guess what? Everything's gonna fucking kill people. You're going to die regardless. If you look at the numbers of the people who have died, over half of them were from long-term care facilities.
Oh yeah.
It's awful. It's awful to say. What do you do when you go to a long-term care facility?
It's like being in hospice.
You fucking die.
Yeah.
You fucking die. You go there to fucking die. Look, you may have be able to enjoy your life longer, and have a good quality of life longer, but you fucking die. What was he?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know, man. None of it's fucking changed to me. I used to think it was a lot more serious than I do now. Like I am a fucking, I guess you would call me an anti-masker. Cool. I don't do it. My children don't do it at school. We fucking refuse not to. My wife, she doesn't do it at work. They've never said anything to her about having to do it at work. We just don't fucking do it.
Okay. See, I have to wear a mask here, and whenever I go out anywhere in Texas, like you know, in the HEBs or whatnot. But here's my thing about it, man. You want me to follow your law? Fucking, if I'm within 6 feet, have a mask. Cool, too easy. I'll play your game. But if there's nobody around me,
Yep.
I'm not walking around with a fucking mask.
Right.
Your new normal, but it sure as fuck ain't mine. You know,
Nope.
why the fuck am it's almost like they're trying to, and yeah, it's going to sound conspiracy theorist or what, but it's like they're trying to condition you.
Well, what do you mean? That's exactly what they're trying to do. Dude, years ago, people used to make fun of, and it's madness. It's stupid. People used to make fun of and joke about people wearing tinfoil hats to protect themselves, right? Well, now you have motherfuckers walking around with a bandana over their faces to protect themselves. Which one's fucking funny? Both of them?
Yeah.
Because this fucking bandana is going to protect me from this fucking deadly virus. Get the fuck out of here.
I think that Trump should have just been like, look, man, yeah, this shit is deadly. It's coming to us. be prepared. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what he was really supposed to say. I don't know the whole I don't follow it that much because it doesn't fucking I don't know. I don't like the fucking news. I check the news to make sure that there's not a fucking huge explosion or fucking nothing crazy, and it's just like, oh my god, more dumb shit. Just scroll away because I don't even want to fucking know it.
We're both on that together because I talk uninformed opinions. I just go by what I can read. So
I try not following getting into it too much.
dude,
It's just the coronavirus. I don't know, man. They've destroyed our country over this shit. In my opinion, that could be the goal is to make us as miserable as possible at the beginning of November. So we'll elect fucking Biden. Are you kidding me?
bro. And
I'm not even stressing it. It's Biden. I don't have no worries at all.
you know what? Speaking of explosions, what about that fucking explosion in Beirut, bro? Did you see that shit?
You think it was a rocket?
I don't know, man. But you're gonna tell me that HME did all that shit?
Have you ever fucking seen HME explode? Like a lot of it?
Not a lot. Now that it fucking.
So my boys, I gotta talk about them again. My boys at Whiskey One, man. We found in 2008, I want to say, we had these guys. We called them bird dogs, and they was gonna tell us where a cache of fucking weapons was, right? And he said it's a lot of fucking HME for making homemade explosives or IEDs. Okay, cool. Well, we come out to this fucking field, and there's this fucking pretty big ass dirt mound. And we're like, well, where's it at? And he's like, there. Where? There. Dig it. And we're like, under it, around it. He's like, no, dig it. So we start fucking digging. And I don't know if you remember Head.
Yeah.
Head. He called me over and he said, Chief, we got something here, but I don't know what it is. He had a cigarette hanging out his lip, dangling out his lip. And I put my hand inside. Well, there were a bunch of fertilizer sacks. And I smelled it, and it smelled sweet.
Mm-hmm.
It tasted sweet. I think I even tasted it too. And I was like, shit, I think this is fucking HME.
Oh, shit.
You have a cigarette right here. Like, get the fuck back with the cigarette. So we called EOD, and we had dismounted to the location. So EOD was going to have to dismount to us. And we were digging it out the whole time. And it was, I'd have to talk to Richard Aarons. He probably remembers the exact number. But the number that we found was like 4 tons of HME, and it was the largest at the time. It was the largest find in Iraq in one location. When EOD showed up, we'd stacked it all up and shit for him. Like 8 hours later, EOD showed up. So our guys were out there digging the shit out all fucking night. Right. And EOD is like, oh no, we don't want it stacked here. We want it over here. And then they kind of checked it out a little bit more, and they're like, oh, this shit's dangerous. Y'all shouldn't be moving this without wearing ventilators and stuff. And it's like, they just moved literally 2.5, 4 tons or some shit like this. They just did it, and now you want to move it again, get fucked and fucking blow this shit up. And the boom from that was just stupid. But when I saw the red, it's not a mushroom cloud, but we'll call it a mushroom cloud for, the uninformed like us. When I saw the red mushroom cloud of that one in Beirut, I fucking knew that was HME.
Oh, okay.
Because the same thing fucking happened. If you think, if you've ever experienced HME IED blast, if you've ever been in an IED strike that was the IED was HME, the cloud. It's not a mushroom cloud, but the debris and shit from it's got a red smoke to it. Signature red shit.
Yeah, we never had HME IEDs. We had EFPs and we had fucking IEDs. Your typical fucking HE rounds, dude.
Yep.
So for those that don't know what HME is,
HME homemade explosives is what it stands for. I wish I could tell you exactly what it was. It's like fertilizer and something else that acts as a fertilizer. It's ammonium nitrate, maybe. I don't know. It's super sweet, and it also has a reddish color to it, which is probably why it's got the reddish smoke afterward. But it almost looks like clay or kind of sand that kind of sticks together. So they can mold it around shit, and you can decide how much you want to use. It makes a hell of a fucking boom.
It does.
It makes a hell of a boom.
God damn, dude. That's fucking. I mean, that fucking explosion out there was fucking wicked, bro. It was.
So when it happened, I had a friend. He was traveling back from Colorado to the East Coast to Vietnam, and the guy is a group guy, so he fucking knows weapons a little bit. You know, if somebody would say something about weapons to me, I'd believe him over anybody else most likely. And so we were talking about it, and he was like, "This was hours after it happened." And he was like, "Yeah, did you see the video of the rocket coming in?" And I was like, "No." He was like, "Yeah, it was a rocket." And I was like, "Bitch, that wasn't rocket. That was an HME explosion." And he was like, "Yeah, cool. It was an HME explosion started by a fucking rocket." And I was like, "Whatever, man. You're wearing a tinfoil hat and all this shit." Like 3 days later, he fucking went home, and then I fucking saw the video on the fucking interwebs that
Yes.
he told me about hours after it happened. I don't know, man. I don't know. And now you don't hear nothing of it. You don't hear nothing of an explosion that size. Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, I'm serious. I'm like, I saw the video with the rocket on it, and I was like, I'm trying to find other ways to disprove it. Like, you know, I'm looking all over the place because the interwebs, you can't believe anything on the interwebs, man.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
you just can't do it. And you have to what is it? Fact check it or source it
You got to
5 times from five different sources,
5 independent sources.
right? Can't be CNN, MSNBC, Brett Bart, fucking none of this shit.
Fuck
I
it.
believe the Onion before I believe any of that other stuff.
Ain't that, dude? I mean, ever since this whole COVID shit started, a lot of things have come up and disappeared. What happened to the aliens that they fucking told us? They told us there's aliens, and that just disappeared.
Yeah, like, oh no, we're not talking about aliens no more. Don't worry about that. What the fuck? No, like, there's a space force. There's an actual, to God, fucking space force. Why are we not talking about this? Like, I know people in my motorcycle club who were no shit. They used to be in the Air Force, and now they're members of the United States Space Force.
What the fuck?
We're not, this isn't fucking breaking news to people. Well, holy shit. I'm fucking baffled.
It's fucking ridiculous how it, you know, I'm really waiting to see what October brings us. I think October is going to be the month of memes and the month of fucking all kinds of news and people slinging dirt. We're going to find out all about fucking Trump's background and his past. We're going to find out about Biden's past, Kamala Harris. I think the only one that probably has a decent past is going to be Pence.
Oh, Pence probably doesn't, man. He's fucking too weird to be fucking clean. He is way too weird to be clean. But, you know, since you want to talk about that, how about this shit from a few weeks ago with Trump? And he disparaged the French war dead or the Marines that died in World War I.
I heard about that, and here's where I stand on that. I'll give you my 2 cents on that. I need to hear who fucking said it. Don't give me this anonymous bullshit. Now, here's the thing. Can I hear Trump saying something stupid like that? Yeah, I can hear him saying something stupid like that. But don't be a bitch and say, I'm anonymously telling you this. I want to know, okay, I was there. I heard this. You know what I mean? It needs to be corroborated.
Yeah. All right. So here's my take on it.
Handle it.
You know, did he say it? Fuck yeah, he probably said it. When did he say it? 2018. Why are we hearing about it in September of 2020? If it was fucking newsworthy, it was newsworthy in 2018. But we didn't hear a fucking word about it. And they sat on it, and that's what dirty little fucking bitches do. I'm going to take this little nugget, and I'm going to fucking hold on to it and throw it down your fucking throat 2 years later. Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, you think that fucking Trump isn't sitting on a fucking pot of gold on fucking Biden and Harris right now?
I need to.
With all the money he has, you know he's.
Does he need to? Does he need to? No. He better just sit the fuck down and shut up, because he might fuck around. Trump might fuck around and be like, who's that other fucking guy who just got busted recently? The fucking cuck from the church fucking school. He couldn't go. He didn't go to the Republican National Convention. He preferred to just watch.
I'm not even sure who that. Oh, is that fucking
name?
I forget their fucking names, dude.
Falwell. The
Dude,
dude from the church.
church guy.
From the church school.
Dude, if the Democrats wanted a chance, I will preach this all day long. If they wanted a chance to win, they should have got Tulsi Gabbard. That's what they should have gotten.
Is everybody forgetting about fucking Mama Joe? Joe Jorgensen?
Oh, I already dude, I just shared a fucking post of hers.
I love Mama Joe.
Dude, put her on.
I'm worried that fucking the libertarian crowd is a little fucking too out there, that maybe they've been infiltrated by a bunch of fucking Dems and they're trying to fucking get us to vote for Joe Jorgensen to take votes away from Trump.
If that would have been the case, well, I don't know, dude. I mean, I would vote.
I'm reaching. I should be wearing a tinfoil hat.
Yeah, get the tinfoil hat, get the mask on, bro.
I'm reaching, man. I'm reaching.
Well, I don't know. I mean, but honestly, dude, is it reaching? Is it really nowadays? I mean, the way things are going, brother, nothing would surprise me anymore, bro.
No.
They could tell me that we have a Jurassic Park, and I'd be like,
"Oh, cool.
Knew it. Fucking knew it."
Yeah.
Dude.
And anything, like, it would not shock me. I would just like take it in stride, like, oh, okay.
So do you think how bad do you think the results are going to be? I mean, are we looking at maybe a possible new American Revolution?
I talked to somebody about that today, and I don't think it's going to be that crazy. He thinks, my buddy that I was talking to, he brought it up to me. He thinks there's going to be some kind of fight, some kind of armed conflict, regardless of which way it goes. I don't think that there will be, because I think there's enough adults in the fucking room. Look,
you're giving
I'm a libertarian.
Credit to these adults.
I know. I'm a libertarian, but I lean more Republican, I guess.
Same.
I survived and I shut my mouth during fucking Obama. If people want to fucking bitch about a fucking bad leader, can we not fucking talk about FDR from the fucking 30s and 40s? I mean, he fucking destroyed our country for 12 fucking years.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. He did 3 terms, destroyed our shit.
So wait. So I'm thinking Trump wins, there's going to be anarchy in the big cities.
So people just need to be adults. And when I say adults, the same shit with the Kenosha, Wisconsin shooting. You need to be fucking adults. You don't have any fucking business going out to protect fucking businesses on the streets with a fucking AR. Nope. No, you don't need to fucking be there. You have no business fucking being there.
I think they should just do what they've done every other fucking election. Fuck it. We got to deal with them for 4 years. But I wish people would fucking start realizing that, because I don't know how long it's been preached. The president only could do so much. That's why I
don't think it's the president. I think it's the Dems and the Republicans fighting each other so much that they're not going to let anything get accomplished.
Exactly, because nobody wants to be
if anybody can say what Trump's done so bad that's fucking destroyed our country, I don't know. What did he do about coronavirus that is his fucking fault? I don't see it. We were one of the first places to fucking shut down fucking borders, so we weren't getting shit from overseas.
Right.
Where it came from.
It was already here. That's a good question I want to pose to the listeners. If you guys are listening out there, let's get some feedback on that. What are the negative things that Trump has directly done? Or is this just going to be fucking Facebook education that you're giving us?
You know, I seen a meme, and I should have fact checked it. I don't know how true it is, but there was a meme about all the armed conflicts that we have had to put soldiers, like not deploy, but like leave soldiers there for a period of time. Mm-hmm. Basically an occupying force, right? It started way back with fucking Reagan. You know, I think Reagan had like 2 or 3 that he had to leave occupying troops there. Okay. Then Bush had to leave a couple there. Clinton left a couple there. Okay. Then the other Bush left a couple there. Donald Trump, almost a fucking full term, he ain't left nobody fucking over there. He said he loves his fucking service members enough that he doesn't want to commit them to another country's civil war. I don't know how true it is. He hasn't committed any soldiers. He's bringing everybody out of Afghanistan. Not everybody. There's going to be a few people left. The majority of them. Ain't nobody brought numbers down like he has.
Well, I mean, if anybody should be out in those areas doing things, it should be the guys that hang out in sandals and shorts. You know,
right?
not us, not your regular
You
Joe.
don't need to have an occupying force in fucking places. That was the thing about Iraq. You were there, I was there. We know that it was necessary. It was a needed war. Did it have to last as long as it fucking did?
There was no clear outcome, and that's what fucked me up. You know, what was the end state? Once Saddam was dead, all right, let's
Yeah.
cut sling load. Because honestly, all we did was, like you said, become an occupying force there, and we became even more hated by the people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I mean,
Maybe history will paint a different picture though. You know, now a lot of people say that we lost the Vietnam War, and I think that's complete fucking horse shit. Because if you look at history and the reasons that the Vietnam War started, why American involvement in the Vietnam War started, it was to prevent the spread of communism. Did
and
communism spread?
there,
Did communism spread?
oh, well, you got communist
No.
China, Vietnam. Thank you.
They were already communist countries. China was already a communist country.
Yeah, I mean, well, I mean,
It didn't spread. It didn't spread out of the area.
it stayed in Vietnam because they were trying to stop.
But it didn't spread. It didn't spread.
It didn't spread out of there now.
No, I don't know. I'm trying to give my Vietnam veterans a little love and say that they won because they stopped the spread of communism.
Well, dude, you know what? Honestly, they fucking I saw this this one SF Master Sergeant giving a speech, the one that had the fucking Medal of Honor, Mexican dude, but he was saying, you know, we lost the Vietnam War because they wouldn't let us win. Because they wouldn't let them fucking go balls out and start wiping all those motherfuckers out. That's why we got pulled out, you know, from the fight. So, well, we have
Also, you brought this up. This brings me to another point. Let's bring a little attention on this. Medal of Honor.
Mm-hmm.
So football. I don't watch the NFL. Haven't in a long time. I'm not boycotting anything. I don't follow it. I live in Kansas now, so I really should because we got fucking Patrick fucking Mahomes, the goddamn beast. Who's now part owner of the Royals.
Oh, no.
Anyways, apparently now you can write names of victims and stuff in the back of the helmets. Bring awareness, dude. I got it. I get it. Whatever. Villanueva from the Steelers. You know who I'm talking about?
I put it on my Facebook, brother.
Bro, what is up with that? So, for anybody who doesn't know, he decided to put Sergeant First Class Alwan Cash's name on the back of his helmet. Sergeant First Class, I might be pronouncing it wrong. I think it's Alwan Cash.
It looks like Alwyn Cash to me, so I'll just
I believe it was 2005 in Iraq. His Bradley fighting vehicle, I may be wrong, so don't quote me on everything. His vehicle hit an IED and caught on fire. He was on fire, but his only concern was to get his soldiers out of that vehicle that was on fire. And while he was on fire, he went back to that vehicle and got them all out. And why he only got a Silver Star and not a Medal of Honor, I'll never fucking know. So hopefully we can change this. Not us. Hopefully everybody can make enough noise to get that changed.
Yes. I mean, dude, when I first read his shit, this was way back when it had just pretty much happened. And it was like, God, he was on fire because he had the fuel on him. He was on fire pulling out his Joes. And even while he was burnt up and fucked up at the goddamn cash, he asked about his Joes. He didn't give a fuck about himself. He cared about his motherfucking soldier. Dude, right there, that alone, I don't understand how that does not fucking merit the Medal of Honor. I don't know.
And I think there'll be some change. Like, I think there's probably going to start, I hope. I mean, good on fucking Villanueva for bringing even more awareness. But, you know, maybe this is how, as I said before, I've never lived as a black man. Maybe this is how other people feel too. And should their stories not be told? Absolutely. Their stories should be told. Absolutely. You know, one thing that I don't have an answer for you to or an explanation is the Breonna Taylor in Kentucky. What the fuck?
Dude.
I don't know, man. And it sounds to me like maybe fucking Louisville knows they were fucked too, because didn't they just settle for a lot of fucking money?
I read
I don't
about.
want to see a fucking settlement, man. I don't know what the fucking answer to that is, but somebody needs to fucking at a minimum lose their fucking job.
I'll tell you what the answer is. First of all, get rid of those fucking no-knock warrants. Because you break into my motherfucking house. I'm a goddamn red-blooded American. I will pop a cap in your ass. You can say you're cops all day long. Motherfucker, I don't believe you. Have you not seen what this world is like nowadays?
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. Me as a fucking pothead with fucking weed everywhere, I'm the same fucking way.
Shit, I think I need to get some weed in my life, man.
Dude, I live out here in the country where it's so rural where I live. They have to come and read my meter for my electric to send me a bill.
Wow.
It used to be that I would fucking just read it and email it to them.
Oh, wow.
But now I don't know if they don't fucking trust me. I don't know why my electric bill is out this world. But now they send somebody out to my house to check it. So one day I walk outside and there's somebody fucking walking around in my fucking yard and my dogs are going crazy. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here? I'm just reading your meter. And it's like, hey, dude, you don't need to be walking around my fucking yard without letting me know that you're here. Because I live out in the middle of nowhere for a reason. Because if I see people on my fucking property, that's a huge red fucking flag to me.
Right. Dude.
You know, just let me know you're here. So now they call me once a month and they're like, Mr. Satterwhite, just letting you know that we're coming to read your meter.
They done learned today. You know, it's funny. I personally have started looking for land to go just buy some out in the middle of fucking nowhere next to a water source just to get away from all this bullshit, man.
Right.
I'm just done with it. I'm fed up. I'm tired. Fuck yes.
Yeah, there's nothing, bro. There's nothing.
And that's all I want, you know. But one day, all in due time.
But you know, even living out here has got its downsides too. Nothing's ever fucking perfect.
Well, you know what? But at least the only downsides that I'll have is be caused by myself, you know. And if I want to go out there and do a bonfire in the backyard, I can do a bonfire and not have to worry about my nosy ass neighbors fucking calling the fire department saying that I have a fucking fire going on in my backyard. You know what I mean?
Right.
If my dogs
Right.
bark, let them fucking bark. I have to keep my dog in the house over here because I hate inside dogs. My dogs belong on the outside. But over here, because I want to be conscientious of my fucking neighbors because they bark a lot, you know, I put them inside at night. So it just bothers me. I want to have my own fucking property. I want to have something tangible so that when I die, I can leave it to my kids. And, you know, because that money's going to end up eventually fucking not being worth the money it's printed on, the paper it's printed on. You know what I mean?
Money means nothing. What I've realized a lot lately, and it's sad, the thing that's made me realize it is I lost a lot of time due to the military and due to deployments and whatnot. But now I'm losing all my time because I'm fucking drunk all the time. So I don't remember anything. You know, you're not going to be around forever. You're not going to have your children in the house forever. So money don't mean fucking shit. The time that you spend with people is the only thing that fucking matters. Be in debt out of your fucking eyeballs. If that means that you can go do shit with your kids, you can spend family fucking time together. Because, you know, I went to Iraq a couple years ago as a little fucking kid, and fucking I wake up now and I have a fucking 13-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
She's gonna be here for 5 more years. That's it.
Dude.
That's it.
And the years go by fucking fast, bro.
Dude. So I guess just treat people right. Live for now. And also everybody who's deployed before, you lost somebody over there. You had to have.
Yep.
So live your best life for them because they're not able to live their fucking best life.
Bro.
So that you need to fucking do it every single fucking second. It's hard. It's hard as shit because you're going to have shit days. You're going to have fucking where times just ain't fucking right. Just last night, my wife came into me looking all upset. She's like, well, it was all good until I looked at her bank account. And I was like, yeah, well, that's why you don't fucking look at it. You don't fucking look at it. It's not going to bother you.
Well, I remember you were getting into the business of promoting too, right? Until this.
Well, then COVID happened and fucking shut it down.
Yeah.
I'll do a little promoting now. This right here, I don't know if y'all can see it. This is my boy, Marty Brooks.
Right on.
And
Where can they find
that his album just dropped last Friday, as a matter of fact. So it's on the iTunes, it's on the Spotify's. I guess he's labeled a country music singer. But guys, he ain't a country music singer. Let me go ahead and highlight this a little bit for you. Y'all see his, can you see what his well, they don't watch this. You do. It's
I,
mushrooms. That's mushroom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But so about 2 weeks ago, I seen him at a music festival that was by invitation only. So we went out there, and me and my wife, we rode the motorcycle 400 miles to the Ozarks. We set up our tent,
Damn.
and then we started smoking a lot of fucking weed. Right?
Yeah.
Started smoking a lot. And then this guy walked over to me. He said, "Hey, man, I'm told you're the man to see for weed." And well, so hey, what's up? Yeah, hell yeah, you can join in. What's your name? And he said, "My name's Marty Brooks." And I said, "Oh, well, that's cool. Nice to meet you, Marty." Marty, like Marty, Marty? And he's like, "No, Marty." And I'm like, "Oh shit, man, you're supposed to be one of the guys singing." And I hadn't heard any of his music at that point. I'd heard of his name, I didn't know him. Well, they did a campfire jam late that night, about 2 o'clock in the fucking morning. You know, we're all fucked up on weed and shrooms and fucking everything else. And so me and my wife, we go in our tent to go to sleep, and we hear this music coming from 20 feet away from the campfire.
Yeah.
And it was just amazing. It was fucking magical. And the Ozarks of Missouri, listening to the music, put us to sleep. And they sang music until 5:30 in the morning. And that's when we woke up because it was just too quiet and it was fucking weird.
Dude, I'm gonna have to look him up. So Marty Brooks, for those that, if you guys are watching it on the YouTube, y'all saw the hat. It's Marde Brooks, Brooks. For those of y'all just listening, it's again Marde Brooks, Marty Brooks. Go ahead and scope him out, man. Being promoted by man here.
Yeah, like I said, he just dropped his album, and it's something that I thought was fucking magical. And I'm like, man, I can't believe you wrote these songs and like you did them. And it's not a country crowd, it's a fucking music crowd. You know, I don't listen to country fucking music. I guess I do, but the shit they play on the radio ain't country music.
That's fucking country pop.
I mean, yeah, I guess you can call it that, or you could just call it pop.
Yeah, I mean, just because they wear a fucking cowboy hat, don't make them a cowboy.
A lot of people will classify the music I listen to and promote as Americana.
Okay.
Americana ain't shit, man. That's just a fucking label that they're trying to fucking create a genre. Man, if it's country music, it's country music. If it's blues, it's blues. Fuck, I love me some blues, man. Some of the blues back in the day. Oh, dude. Muddy Waters. God.
Oh, dude, I love fucking just music itself, any music. Fuck the genre. Music, it'll make you feel it. You know what I'm saying? If the motherfucker knows what he's doing, you can feel that shit. You'll feel the fucking tingles. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna give this motherfucker a look out over here once we get done. And
Memphis, man, that's the song. I've got Memphis. That's the one. If you're gonna, it's sad. He sings sad songs, but I'm telling you, man. And then his the name of the album, Memories. That's another good one. So the hook of it is he takes pills so he can sleep, weed so he can eat.
Nice.
Yeah.
He just
he's got the he's got the memory of his ex-girl who fucking done his ass wrong. So maybe it is country. I don't know. I don't think it's that country.
It just sounds like fucking music, like you said, brother. And you know what? If somebody wants to classify it some way, fuck it, classify however you like. But if it's good, it's good. If it's shitty, it's shitty.
I'd still like to do more of the music promoting, but it's a fucking, man, it's a brutal industry.
Cutthroat.
Fuck, it's rough, man. It's rough.
Well,
you know, also the weed fucking game is like that too, and it's sad, which it shouldn't be like that. You know, it's like weed makes you happy. Music should make you fucking happy. Mm-hmm. Why do we have to be assholes about it? But undoubtedly, everybody in the music industry and everybody in the fucking weed industry, not everybody, most of them are assholes.
I don't know, brother. I mean, weed is going to become legal eventually all over, and That's gonna step up the game, I guess. On
Well, I'm talking about the legal weed industry. Just like to the left of me.
dude, I don't understand legal weed. I mean, are they gonna regulate it? How are they gonna regulate it? Just makes no sense. Just let motherfuckers smoke it. It comes from the ground. You spark
Let me
it.
tell you this. You know, weed is legal to the left of me.
Yeah.
Weed is legal to the right of me. Weed is legal behind me. You know, on my 17 acres,
Mm-hmm.
weed's legal.
Ah, there you go.
Everything's fucking legal on my little 17 acres.
There you go. Fucking call it Satterwhite land or some shit. Satterwhite,
Sure, man.
dude.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. I'm glad you're living the fucking dream. Gotta have you on here once again. It's getting about that time that we should wrap it up though, because I'm hungry. I'm not gonna lie. I'm starving.
Yeah. My wife's probably like, where you at?
Right on, dude. Hey man, thanks for being on here again, brother. I think we got some good content out of this. I didn't think we are gonna have this much shit to talk about. But
Well, it seems like everything's been beaten up over the pandemic. Life has been one big Zoom meeting.
dude, for reals. But you know,
Yeah, first time I've ever used it was tonight.
no shit. Well, I just find it a lot easier to do this because once I turned it off, it records it, and then I could just fucking put it on YouTube.
Boom.
So, and yeah, it goes straight onto the YouTube, and motherfuckers can watch it. You cool if I tag you on this shit when I get done?
Oh, fuck no. Go ahead, man.
Too easy, man. Hey, brother, it's been good. You want to say what's up to anybody out there that might be listening?
Just all the Whiskey One guys, you know you guys got love for me.
Hell yeah.
Now since it's gonna be on YouTube, I guess Marlon too, man. I'm fucking tag you in it. You got a little shout out.
That's right. That's right. Hey, y'all, check it out. To all you cats from 19FA that were out there with us, what's going on? What's cracking? Just showing y'all some love. Want to send a shout out to my brother podcast, motherfucking Under the Net. They're semi like this, just, you know, a little more. You get out of shit, like learning shit out of it. Mine is we just shoot the shit. And anyway, with that being said, man, I hope you all have a great day. Tune in for this weekend's fucking shoot the shit episode. I'm gonna have a buddy of mine who was actually Camo, but was on the Gunline with us, fucking Roberson, and he's the one that got me drunk as fuck out in Baghdad in 2006 when he gave me that moonshine. That's right, I've busted you out, but we've already known about this. You're out of the army anyway. All right, y'all. Thanks for being here. Love, peace, and hair grease. Gunline out. Bye, y'all. All right, that is it, man. That was
Still recording?
No, I already turned it off. Wait. Oh shit. It is still recording.